All right, check it out. We're back at the Leadership Edge, and I am Joe Glazer. And this is where we lead with courage, we speak with candor, and we move with heart. Today, I want to talk about something that's at the very core of leadership transformation, something that can shift the entire culture, not just a team. It's about leading together. Not as individuals and not in silos, but as one connected and collaborative leadership force. Because when leaders align, organizations accelerate. Some of the greatest leadership successes I have ever personally been a part of come from not just one person carrying all of the weight. Those successes came when a group of leaders locked arms and shared a purpose. They led side by side and shoulder to shoulder. And here's what's powerful about that. That kind of leadership doesn't stop at four walls. It doesn't stop at the office door. It doesn't stop when you leave the doors of a store or when you leave the district or a region. It stretches far beyond into culture and into community and into legacy. I have seen what happens when leaders chase different goals. It is absolute complete chaos. It's like it's like a car with four flat tires. Makes a ton of noise, but you don't move anywhere. But when leaders unite around one vision, one direction, something extremely special happens. Every meeting, every decision, every action starts to connect. The energy aligns and the mission sharpens. Now, alignment is not about control, it's about freedom. When everyone knows the why, they're free to move with purpose. Now, you've heard me say it time and time again. No one wins alone. The best organizations don't just have strong leaders, they have connected leaders. The cool thing about collaboration is it destroys the silos. It replaces the my team mentality with an our mission mentality. It turns isolated effort into shared momentum. And the truth is, our strength is not in our titles. Our strength is in our trust. When leaders collaborate relentlessly, information starts to flow faster. Decisions get sharper, and the whole organization starts moving like one body with one heart. Now, that's a competitive advantage that no competitor can duplicate. Now, collaboration doesn't mean sameness, it means unity through difference. The best leadership teams I've ever been a part of were made of very, very different people. They had different personalities, different strengths, and different approaches. But we were all anchored together by the why. Some brought fire and some brought focus. Some brought the energy and some brought the calm. But together, we all brought the balance. And that's the beauty of collaborative leadership. It doesn't erase individuality, It actually amplifies it. When people start competing against each other and start competing for each other, performance will explode. Now, there's some responsibility in collaboration because collaboration dies in silence. You can't lead together if you can't talk together. Every team I've seen that is solid in success has a rhythm, a real solid rhythm. They huddle up daily, they check in very often, they over communicate the mission, and they don't let confusion linger. But if your leaders are guessing, your people are drifting. Communication isn't about talking more, it's about connecting better. It's about being real, being honest, and staying aligned. Here's something most people get wrong: collaboration absolutely does not weaken accountability. As a matter of fact, it strengthens it. When leaders collaborate, accountability actually becomes collective. That it's not my department or that's your number mentality goes away. And it becomes an our mission mentality. And that's when the shift happens, when ownership skyrockets, when leaders stop deflecting and start defending each other's success. That is not management. That is true unity in motion. Every leadership team hits turbulence. People crash, pressure builds, opinions collide. When you have different personalities, it's bound to happen. That's normal. That is human. But great teams don't crumble under tension, they grow through it. That's where courage, candor, and heart show up. Courage to confront the real issue, candor to communicate it truthfully, and heart to remember that we are all on the same side. Because collaboration doesn't mean we're never going to disagree. It means we'll never stop believing in each other. Now, I want to talk directly to those leaders leading leaders. When you're the one guiding other leaders, your presence carries a ton of weight. Your tone sets the temperature. Your belief either fuels confidence or absolutely crushes it. Leading leaders takes a special kind of strength. It's not about control, it's about trust. It's not about perfection, it's about grace. And it's not about authority, it's about empowerment. Trust means you give your leaders room to lead. You believe in them before they've proven every detail. You say, I've got you. Go out there and lead now. Grace means that you lead with empathy. You don't lower your standards by no means, but you lift people through them. You recognize that mistakes aren't setbacks, they're only stepping stones. And empowerment, man, that's huge. That's a big one. Empowerment means you stop trying to be the smartest in the room. You're not anyway, but you do fill up and build a room full of smart, confident people. That's when leadership multiplies. That's when culture scales. That's when every leader starts leading with their own fire because they've seen you model it. Control manages performance, but trust multiplies it. Now, leadership and collaboration doesn't just stop when the ends or when the lights go out. The culture we build goes home with our people. They carry it to their families, their communities, and their relationships. When we lead together with unity, with grace, and with belief, it creates a far bigger ripple than you can even understand. And it impacts more than just the business itself. You start to see it in how people treat each other and how they talk about their work and how they show up every day. That's what leading beyond the walls looks like. That's actually what legacy looks like. So here's your challenge. Take a look at your leadership circle this week and ask yourself, are we truly leading together or are we just leading near each other? Are we collaborating or are we coexisting? Because collaboration isn't just a leadership skill, it's actually a cultural decision. When leaders align in purpose and move as one with courage, candor, and heart, the impact does not just stop at the four walls, it stretches far beyond. And that's how we as leaders build unity. That's how we build culture. And that's how we build legacy. Lead together, move together, win together. Because when leaders lead in unison, the impact never stops at the walls. Man, I am so extremely appreciative of y'all for stopping by the Leadership Edge. Do me a favor, lead with courage, speak with candor, and move with heart. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Joe out.